Hi there, my name is Jasmine. I'm one of the veterinary assistants here at Cats Exclusive, and today I'm going to go over how to give subcutaneous fluids to your cat. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have everything all set up. So you'll have your fluid bag, your venous set, and your needle, your new needle. And you want to make sure you have it hung on a high spot. If you're doing it at home, you might have to do a little bit of creative thinking. So either hang it up high with a coat hanger, hang it on a curtain rod. You could even get a little command hook and stick it on your wall just temporarily. So I'm going to hang it up on a little hook that we have here.
But first, make sure you warm the fluids prior to administration by setting them in a warm water bath for 5 to 10 minutes until they're lukewarm. Make sure that they don't get too hot while in the water. This makes receiving subcutaneous fluids a much more comfortable experience for your cat.
And I have my used needle on the end of the venous set, and that's just to help maintain some sterility. But since I'm preparing to give another dose of fluids, I will replace the needle with a new one, and then make sure to dispose of this in a sharps container. All right, I'm all set up to give the fluids, so I'm gonna make sure that my kitty is nice and comfortable. Sometimes it's easier to give it when they're in their bed. Sometimes having them be on a counter or a table is helpful. That way it's a little bit trickier for them to just bolt away from you when you're trying to give them their fluids. So I'll just get Cameron nice and situated in his bed. And when he's looking a little bit more comfortable, I'm going to rotate him around so you can see. The first thing I'll want to do is create a little skin tent, and we like to give the fluids around their shoulder blades. It's just a more comfortable space to give the fluids because there's a lot of subcutaneous space for the fluids to fill. So what I'll do is I'll create a little skin tent by picking up the skin, and if you feel in there with your finger, you can feel a little flat portion in there, and that's where your needle is going to go when you're given the fluids. So again, I'll create my little skin tent. I'm actually going to uncap the needle so I'm ready. Again, create my skin tent, feel the skin. I'm going to go parallel to the rest of my cat's body and do it kind of quick, a little poke, and he might react. You are kind of poking him with the needle, and that's totally fine. So once I think that the needle is in the skin, I'll slowly unclamp the line with the roller clamp. And I'll see how well the fluids are flowing in the drip chamber up there. If they're flowing really nicely, you don't have to do anything. But if you notice that it's going really slowly, you might have to manipulate the needle a little bit, maybe pull out just a little bit, or pick up the skin around where the needle is just to free up a little bit more space. And when you're all done giving the fluids, you'll just slowly reclamp on the roller clamp here and gently remove the needle and cap it real quick so you don't accidentally poke yourself. And you'll keep the used needle at on the end of the venous set until you're ready to give your next dose, just to keep it as sterile as possible. And when you're done administering the fluids, you might feel a little bit of a hump in between the shoulder blades. That's pretty normal. It will kind of all be absorbed into his body within the next couple hours or so. After removing the needle, you could also notice a little bit of leakage. That's fine as well. Sometimes it'll be a little blood tinge. You'll see a little pink hue again, that's fine. It will stop in just a few minutes. And there you go. It's always a good idea to offer some special treats or give a lot of praise, just to make giving fluids a really positive experience. You don't want it to be too stressful on your kitty. And if you try this at home and your kitty's giving you a little bit of grief still, give us a call here at Cats Exclusive, and one of our staff members would be happy to assist you further.
In summary, warm the fluids in a warm water bath until they're lukewarm. Create a comfortable space for your cat, whether that be in their bed or on a favorite blanket. Hang the fluid bag as high as possible. Create a skin tent with the skin around your cat's shoulder blades. Insert the needle into the skin tent, keeping the needle parallel to your cat's body. Unclamp the line using the roller clamp and check to see how well the fluids are flowing in the drip chamber. Once you've administered the desired volume of fluids, clamp the line using the roller clamp. Remove the needle and carefully recap the needle. Store your fluids in a cool, dark area until next time. And don't forget to reward your cat with their favorite things.